Do you have some muffed up relationships that need a healing? We all do, trust me. Our relationships are reflections of our deepest issues. So I'm going to teach you how to heal them today with this very simple tip. Here we go. Hello everyone, and welcome to Freedom Friday, where you learn how to free yourself and live your dreams. I'm Darienne from DariaAwakened.com, and today we're talking about healing your relationships with EFT. Ooh, I have not done EFT, I think, on here since I started my certification program. And I've been trained in level 1 and 2 EFT, and I got lots of juicy things for you. So I used a method that we use in EFT for cravings, and I decided to switch it up a little bit and use it in my relationship in a different way. So here's what you're gonna do, okay? And I'm gonna give you an example of how I use this. So I use this in my romantic relationship, and I actually just suggested a friend to use it in with her husband was surrounded with people that he didn't want to be surrounded by, essentially. So it wasn't like he really had this real relationship with those people, but it was just those people in general. You can do it with that. You can do it with anything. So I want you to first grab a pen and paper. You can pause this video right now and go do that. Okay. So I have like a little notebook here. I don't even know if I have any space left in this notebook. I have so many filled notebooks. It's not even funny. Okay. So I want you to think about the person whose relationship you need to heal with, relationship you have with them, okay? I want you to write down every judgment you have about them, every issue you have, and listen, here's the key, and this is the key to EFT, is tell the truth, y'all. Tell the truth, okay? You cannot pretend. That's the key to EFT. EFT ain't gonna work if you ain't telling the truth. So tell the truth. If you think this person is an idiot, you're right. This person is an idiot. He's an idiot. He's dumb. He looks weird. I don't like his face. I just want you to write it all down. I don't care what it is. Now, of course, you're not going to give this to that person, and you're going to make sure that that person does not have access to seeing this, because that will not heal your relationship. But for the time being, I want you to write those down and just list them. Just continue to list them. Now, after you list them, okay, and when I did this with my relationship, I had 2 pages of judgments that I had towards the person I was in this relationship with. And so don't feel bad. And there were a lot of things I felt bad about. And if you feel bad about it, I also want you to write, I feel really bad. So whatever you feel, if something like that comes out, like, oh my God, like, she's so stupid. Oh my God, I feel bad for saying that. Then write that down too. That's the truth. I feel bad for saying that. I don't want to feel this way, but I do feel this way. Whatever the truth is, I want you to write it down. Be brutally honest, okay? Next to that judgment, you might want to leave yourself some room, because if it's like a long, you might want to leave a space in between each judgment, okay? Each judgment or complaint or issue that you have with this person in this relationship. I want you to rate it on a scale of 0 to 10. 0 being, I don't even have this judgment. Obviously, it wouldn't be 0 because you wrote it down. But just as an example, 0 would be, I don't have this issue. I don't feel any sort of trigger when thinking about this. There's no sting to it. Nothing. Nip, zip, 0, zilch. I don't feel nothing. 10 being like, yes, absolutely. This is absolutely how I feel, and it pisses me off, and it is a problem. Like, there is a sting to this. There's a lot of sting to it, okay? 10 being like, oh, hell yeah, all right? So go through all of them, okay? And then I want you to do this. I want you to start off. This is going to be what you're going to follow, okay? So I want you to start off tapping the karate chop point, okay? This is the point where we make a statement and then we counteract it with a positive. So maybe we have a negative, we counteract it with a positive. And that's going to try to like start tripping your brain, right? To start to clear this shit. Because here's the thing is you have all these judgments about people and you just need to clear it because that's ego, right? That's ego. That's not your spirit. And we're taking responsibilities for the judgments that we have placed upon other people, okay? And it's our responsibility to heal that aspect of our relationship. We can't control what they do, how they react, how they respond to the things that we do, but we can control how we feel and how we react and all of those things. So you're going to start tapping, and you can say something as general as, all these judgments I have about so-and-so. Or even though I have all these judgments about so-and-so, I deeply and completely love, forgive, and accept myself. Okay? You can say that if that doesn't resonate with you, you can say, even though I have all these judgments about so-and-so, right here, right now, I'm okay. You can say, even though I have all these judgments about so-and-so, I choose to release them all. Okay? As long as it's like a positive, and you want to say that 3 times in a row. You can say it just like I just said it. You can use all 3 of those. Whatever you want. There's not many rules to do an EFT. Then we start to tap the, hopefully if you click this and it's EFT, you already know the spots, but we're going to tap the start of the eyebrow, and you can do both sides or one, and you start to list all of the judgments, okay? So you're going to say, he pisses me off. Then you're going to tap the side of the eye. I don't like the way he talks. Then you're going to do below the eye. He's annoying. Whatever your judgments are, you're going to read down your list, okay? Then you're going to tap below the nose. I don't like the way he walks. I don't know. I'm just saying things. Chin. He's immature. Collarbone. Now we're going to do these little knots right here. If you go kind of whoop in the diagonal, there's like these little indents. We're going to tap those. I do like a claw. We're going to tap that. And then we're going to state another judgment. You know, I think he judges me, and I don't like that. Okay. Then we're going to do under the armpit, about 4 inches under the armpit, and it's for the women, it's the bra line, okay? So I do the monkey arms, or you can do it like this, or you can pat it, or whatever, you know. As long as you're hitting that spot, you're good. And you don't have to hit it with a lot of force. You just kind of tap it. And then you say your judgment again. I hate how tall he is. Whatever. Then we can go, let's see, there's a lot of points here that I like to cover. Let's just do the wrists. So we're going to make sure we can either tap both of our wrists together, we can even do the top of the wrist, or we can take our little fingertips and tap either one, okay? He ruined my life! Whatever the judgment is. And just go through all your judgments. Top of the head. He's an asshole. I fucking hate him. He needs to go get a life. I feel really bad about feeling this way, but I feel this way. He pisses me off, and he's annoying, and he ruins my life, and yada, yada, yada. So just keep going on. Keep going, and state all of your judgments. And you can do it if there's a lot of heat, like if you rated those like a 10 for all of them, well, one, if you rated them for like a 10 for all of them, you're going to be doing this for a while. Let's just say that. But, yeah, so just keep tapping. You can do a couple rounds, whatever feels good. Take a deep breath in. Then I want you to go through each of your judgments again and rate them once again after you've done your first round, okay? Your first algorithm of tapping. You're going to go to each point. You're going to say, okay, well, is that a 10 now? He's dumb. It's like a 6 now. Like, he is dumb, but like, I don't really care that he's dumb, right? You might get to that point, or you might, things might start to shift. You might start to feel like right now, I have cotton mouth. I get that a lot. You might sneeze, you might laugh, you might cry, you might cough. You might get really pissed off. Some things might actually get bigger. So it might be like, he's dumb, might be like, have started off as a 6 and now it's a 10. Oh yeah, he's dumb and I hate him for it. And what happens there is not that the EFT isn't working or that you're doing the opposite effect. What's happening is you've opened up. You didn't realize how much him being dumb really pissed you off, right? And how much that really triggered you. So you just kind of open the floodgates, okay? Just keep tapping. Now, I suggest that you do this. It may not work. If this is, especially if this is a romantic partnership, child, it's probably not going to work in one tapping. But tap a couple rounds. Let them all kind of shift down. Some of them may stay at a 10. That's okay. Don't have any judgments about it. If you think tapping isn't working, do the kind of like, this shit ain't working. Tell the truth. EFT doesn't work until you tell the truth. So tell the truth. Now, this is kind of a long one today, but what I discovered, this is the big one. What I discovered when I started tapping on all of the judgments that I had in my romantic partnership, I eventually got to, and what will come about when you're tapping is new judgments will come out. So one of the judgments was, for me as I'm tapping, is I said, he doesn't deserve love. Because of all these things. Because he's all these things. I have all these judgments. And that means he doesn't deserve love. And as I started tapping through that, he doesn't deserve love. What I realized was that if I was all of those things, then I wouldn't deserve love. If I was, so I was judging him saying, you can't be like that, because if I was like that, I wouldn't be loved, and people that are like that can't be loved. So what I realized was that it wasn't a judgment I had placed upon him. It was judgments that I had placed, like really, really rough, strict, insane judgments that I had placed upon myself. That I couldn't be those things and be loved and be accepted in this world. That was very eye-opening for me. So I want to remind you and suggest to you that maybe the judgments, I actually know that all of the judgments that you place upon other people are actually judgments you place upon yourself, but maybe some of your judgments are judgments you place upon yourself. Maybe you could explore that. And it could seem very real that no, it's them. It is them, it's them, it's them. And that's okay. For you to experience it, that's okay. That's what I love about EFT, is that it says it's okay for you to be fucking human. It's okay for you to hate somebody or think you hate somebody or have experience those feelings. Tapping, you just keep on tapping, and it helps push that through and understand that those are just emotional like blocks that are just kind of stuck in you, and we don't give ourselves permission to feel, and that's how those blocks come about in the first place. So give yourself permission to feel. Now, I suggest that you do this tapping. Maybe you need to come back to this video to get a little reminder of what to do. You keep your little piece of paper and you tap on those a little bit every single day until you've got them down to a 0 or a 1 or a 2, but I like it down to a 0. Like, let's just knock it all out. Okay? Then I want you to burn the paper, because we don't want them seeing that. That's going to cause a lot of issues. And we can do it very ritualistically and send it off to the universe and to the angels to just any last little bit to just be healed. We can send it with gratitude. Then you can flush the ashes down the toilet and it could just be rid of all of those judgments. And really it's going to get you back to self-love, and it's going to improve your relationship. I felt immediately, as soon as I started doing this clearing, I felt this cleared space. It just felt like the air was cleared between us when we had been fighting for like 2 weeks. And there was all this muckiness, and I just really felt this clearing. Now, they might not feel that, but you feel that. And like I said, we can only clean up our side of the street, and we can pray for the other person. That is all we can do. So I know this was a little bit lengthy today, but it was kind of extensive. If you really, really have some major healing, like I said, with the stuff being all tens, you probably want to get yourself a practitioner. So if you want, if you're jiving with me, I would absolutely love to walk you through this stuff. It's some heavy stuff, and doing self-EFT is incredible. It's changed my life. It's what's caused me to want to be an EFT practitioner and to start studying and training. But it can be really helpful to have somebody else walking you through it. So just contact me on DariaWaken.com if you're really looking for a practitioner to like walk you through and help you clear out some of this toxic stuff that needs healing. But for the easier things, and if you really think you can handle it, I would do this and keep tapping on it every day. Let's say every day for a week or whatever. And do one round if you want, and do a whole bunch of rounds if you want. Sit there and do it for an hour if you want. Be careful though, because you're shifting a lot of energy. Make sure you drink lots and lots of water. Get lots of liquids, even taking like a salt bath or something like that. Understand that your body, when you do EFT, is going through a lot of energetic changes, and your body can kind of get shocked. So comfort your body, love yourself. Always remember to love yourself. And let me know if you have any questions at all. Any questions at all. I would be happy to answer them. Just comment below or go to DariaWaken.com and join the inspiration conversation. And I will answer all of your questions. So, happy healing, everyone. I love you guys so much. Make sure that you follow me at Darienne Empire all throughout social media, and join the mission to change online to a loving and inspiring place to be. MissionLoveMovement.com. I love you so much, and I'll see you next week.